All right, good morning. It's still muting the lines. We'll give it a few more minutes and let all these lines get muted so we'll have a nice clean call. And it's doing it kind of slow, but there it goes. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you that are here this morning. Wake up to Akana. Monday morning is a great day. August the 12th. Listen, time is moving so fast. I'm telling you. So, listen, we're going to get out the way because if you've never heard this woman that you're about to hear, if you've never been introduced to her, if you've never been in her presence, then you've been missing out. And we're so grateful to have the kind of CEO that is a visionary, that takes a small thing and makes it a big thing. People come to her with ideas often, and all of a sudden they look up and that idea has taken legs, feet, and it's flying because she has been part of other companies and caused them to expand, built teams in countries all over the place. And let me tell you something, when you have that kind of visionary, all you want to do is get behind her and hold up her arms and work with her. So, none other than our CEO, Melissa Boston. Melissa, are you out there?
Hey, Dr. Ross, I am here. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. And just again, thank you so much for your humility, how you are on this call so gracefully every Monday, welcoming our callers from all across the country as our VP of Communications. Just thank you so much for all that you do to help us look great because you are the one who's out there so many times leading the front with better communication, ensuring we're connecting better with our distributors. So just thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. And again, I want to welcome everyone to the line. I am so excited to be on the line this morning, just getting back from hot Atlanta. Oh my goodness. But definitely excited to be back here in Chicago. I want to give a huge shout out to the team. I'm telling you what, they held it down over the last few days. I mean, under the fabulous leadership of Tracy Bolton and our fabulous, awesome, amazing Dr. Betty. I mean, you guys were just getting it in. I tell you what, and I want to give a special shout out this morning for Tracy Bolton and Gerald West. I mean, we had a monumental task in front of us for a very special project. Hey, usually when it's special projects, I know we need all hands on deck. I really wanted to be there, couldn't be there because, of course, I'm in Atlanta. But let me just tell you something. I call Tracy one of our Harriet Tubmans because when there's no way, she will find a way. And just thank you so much, Tracy, for you and Gerald West. Gerald, I'm telling you what, you came through for us so many times. And just to see how you stepped in there and got it done, that's what teamwork's about. And also, I'm going to give a big shout out to Crystal Robinson, too, because this weekend, I'm telling you what, these ladies on Friday, they became all hands on deck to make sure whatever we were up against, we just kept fighting and it got done. So we have a phenomenal team, and always a big shout out to our customer service groups because they're always on the phone, which is a part of that front line handling anything happening. So to you, Sylvia Covington and Tyreek Rogers, thank you both as well for getting it done. And hey, Kathy Weathersby, she's been working many, many hats. So I cannot leave this moment without giving her a big, big shout out. And just really everyone on the corporate team who constantly, is in there for the battle, whether it's Tara Shackelford, our phenomenal volunteers who I heard Paula G this morning. I know Mama D, Dolores, you're on the line too. So just again, just a lot to be grateful for because when I can step away and have a chance to, be there with my husband to support him in such a big, big moment, it really feels good when you can come back and just know that business not only was handled, but guess what? Even when the battles came, they were able to get things done and fix things and get it right. So again, good morning. So grateful to be on the line this morning. The meaning of Akana means in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. This month, we know it is Black Business Month. I do have a special announcement I will share towards the conclusion of this call, so you want to pay attention because this announcement can impact each and every one of you and help take your businesses to the next level. Speaking of next level, I do want to give a shout out to everyone who's hit at least 450 points. For those of you who are on Thursday call, you already heard the names of our winners, our qualifiers for the Florida trip, but there's a handful of you that have this month to qualify because you hit at least 450 points. And then for those of you who qualified, we're allowing you to count this month to help you push those points up to 750 because we want you to qualify for a trip for 2. But guess what? Even if you qualify for a trip to 1, we're going to have so much fun because if you saw the video promo for this trip, I'm telling you what, we are doing it big. We have a private chef. We're flying in. I'm telling you what, this facility, I mean, it's literally a luxury estate. We're talking about swimming pools, jacuzzis, 2 kitchens, okay? 2 gourmet chef kitchens. We are going to get it in, and we have so many special surprises for you when you're there. So we cannot wait for our 2025 trip. I know the dates were announced in April, I believe, just based on memory, somewhere around the 15th to the 19th, but check the video, check the documentations that have already been put out there so that you can know how to mark your calendar and get ready for this epic trip because guess what? We've already booked out the facility. So we are locked and loaded, ready to go. All we're waiting on is the final count for who has qualified. So I'm going to start with those of you first who literally need just that 50 points or less. Some of you might need 10 points. And so there's 6 of you on that list. And that includes at 455 points, Karen Wilson. At 465 points, Michelle Stewart. At 470 points, Michael Newsom. At 480, she is now qualified, Deborah Blackman Parrish. 490 points, Crystal Robinson, and Reba Dabney at 490 points. And so there's actually 5 of you, okay, who actually are right there. You just need to go ahead and cross over that threshold. But everyone else has at least 500 points, including our Deborah Blackman Parrish, James Mitchell at 515, Ma Mitchell at 520, Tracy Bolton at 525, Brenda Jones at 530 points, Extreme Freedom, which is Rochelle. We also know her as Marcella Rochelle at 535 points. At 555, Dr. Betty Smith. At 570, Iola Coleman. At 575, Nadine and Eugene Donato. At 585, Ernestine Davis. At 590, Elizabeth Thompson. At 605, Paula G. At 615, Gigi Harris. At 630, Cherie Eppinger. At 635, Bernadine Kirkland. At 645, Fatima Horn. At 705, Diana Coleman. At 750, we have Willie Mooney. And we did also create a special, anyone who did sign up new in the month of July, like someone like Kenneth Elam, who in his first month hit 255 points. This month, anyone who crossed over at 250 and you're brand new, if you hit silver, you're going to automatically qualify. So all you need to do this month is hit that 1,000 CV, and you will be there with us in phenomenal Florida. So come on, let's get it in. That's exciting, guys. And so what I want to do this morning, before I really get into our message for Black Business Month and how you can support it, how your family and friends can support it, I do want to go ahead and give just a general update to everyone on this line. I know on Friday, our phenomenal leader, Diamond Willie Mooney, had a chance to update the leadership call. So I do know 15 of you are probably jacked out of your mind, excited with what's happening. I know Mo Williams was able to get on that call and really inject some fire into each and every one of you. We will be bringing Mo in on a phenomenal Zoom we're going to be doing soon to really not only build this awareness, but build a lot of momentum around what we are about to start here with Akana. And so what I'm going to do this morning is just kind of go through some of the fundamental ways that we can all ensure that this is a huge success, guys, because we're super excited. I'm telling you, when like minds come together, there's no stopping what we can do, right? When you think about Margaret Dorsey and really what she's done to help bridge everything together, a lot of the stuff we put out there, she put it together in such a simple way, and many of you started utilizing that campaign as it relates to leading with the blood type, leading with the bitters, and then who comes along, okay? Willie Mooney introduces us to Mo Williams, and he has this whole idea of really just, he wanted to focus on blood types. That's what he wanted to focus on. He wasn't aware of the bios, any of that, but he was so fascinated by blood types, right? And that just became our focus now because we really looked at that and we're like, wow, here we are. A few years ago, we talked about getting 1 million people to know their blood type within 18 months. And here he is, not seeing any of that and coming to us, reflecting on his vision, his goal. And we just knew that this was a divine appointment and we needed to take it to the next level. I knew in April when we had our conference, we first kicked off this whole battle of the blood types, right? We were going to do something, I know Margaret helped lead off the training that day. I know Phyllis came in and kicked in and her portion, and it was just an awesome training where you had a chance to really learn a lot of what we've been studying about blood types. And then all of a sudden, Mo Williams comes along, right? And now we've taken this battle to a whole nother level because we have so much now that we've learned, so much we've had a chance to create. And with these new awesome, charts, right? And so many other tools that have been put together, this campaign is going to be something that's truly, truly special. And so we had a chance that Sunday to deliver such a powerful training, a powerful message, whether we were listening to Kayetta, Cooks, who is sharing her vision and so many things that she's done and accomplished, or whether it was Willie Mooney, Margaret Dorsey, or Mo Williams. It was just awesome. It was epic. But we also put together ways, right, that we can actually collectively come together and build this in a huge way. I mean, when we started studying and analyzing how exactly are we going to get to 1 million, guys? I want you to think about that for a second. 1 million people, not 1 million people, but 1 million families, which means potentially this can impact tens of millions, which means potentially this can impact over 1 billion people. I want you to think about that, okay? And so how do we, number one, create awareness? And so you're going to see us driving social media, engaging in platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You're going to see us partnering with influencers, right? When you think about Mo Williams, I look at him as an influencer. He is one person that walked into our doors, right, who has a major, major database, guys. A lot of people that follow him. He's now on his own radio show, okay? I mean, this is a gentleman that played in the NFL next to people like Ray Lewis, okay? Just a major influencer, super excited. We've already collaborated with him. So imagine as we find other influencers, one person who can potentially impact hundreds of thousands of people, guys. Celebrity endorsements. How many celebrities do you think still need to know their blood type, okay? Many of them don't. And all it takes is you being bold enough, okay, being fearless enough to ask them the question and be that catalyst to help change their life. Bo talks about the fact that I was bold enough to ask him this huge, tall, and what he calls intimidating. I mean, I saw his smile. I saw his heart. I knew, he was like a teddy bear, okay? But I asked him, did he know his blood type? And that one question has now sparked something that now has become a movement across our country. So get your celebrity endorsements, okay? Get them to share their blood type. Encourage their followers to do the same. We're going to have some hashtag challenges, okay? We're going to launch some type of hashtag, and you're going to see it, whether it's know your blood type. We're going to encourage people to share their blood type discovery stories. And now incentives, which is number 2. We're going to have incentives around this, contests and giveaways, offering prizes for people who get tested and then share the results. Discounts and coupons, right? We're going to partner with brands who are going to help us take this to the next level. Health and fitness perks, guys, free or discounted options for some of the phenomenal things that we're going to be doing, whether it's a health checkup. So number 2, again, is incentives. But number 3 is educational campaigns. I mean, imagine us working with schools so they can integrate blood type testing and education into school programs. We even had someone come to us about the college campuses, saying, hey, what about the college campuses? And so that's going to be a whole another way for us to take this to the next level by having college campuses to really be a part of this as well. Workplace initiatives, encouraging companies to offer blood type testing as a part of employee wellness programs. And imagine public health campaigns. In fact, we've already started that one. Mo has helped us connect with one of the big, huge health commissioners there in the state of Georgia. And so just imagine when we can really make this all about helping people from the level of the public health administrators. I mean, how major is that? So number 4 is we've got to make this accessible, okay? Make it accessible. We're talking about mobile testing units, okay? I mean, imagine when we're driving around in a Sprinter and we're stopping and doing blood type testing in various communities, okay? Building pop-up clinics where we can set up temporary clinics in high traffic areas, whether it's the mall, festivals, just like I witnessed them do at the Vegan Fest this weekend with Dr. Betty and Terry Anderson and Meridian and so many more leaders like Iola. Number 13 out of the accessibility is home testing kits, okay? So inside of these steps, guys, I've also listed a number. And so we have many, many things within each section we're going to do. And so home testing kits are something we already provide. You can order this and we ship it to you right from the comfort of your own home. And when we get into number 5, we have partnerships. And within partnerships, again, there's several things we can do, whether we're working with healthcare providers, hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, okay, to offer this blood type testing, nonprofits. I mean, I'm telling you guys, the sky is the limit. We can even do a whole aspect around blood test drive. Imagine when we do a blood test drive, just like people do blood donation drives. What if we partner with companies that are doing blood donation drives? And guess what we do? We say, well, once they donate their blood, you've tested their blood type. Are you then teaching them or giving them some type of information on what they should be doing now that they know their blood type? When you look in China, when you look in Japan, almost 100% of people know their blood type. Not only do they know their blood type, but they know how they're supposed to eat according to their blood type. When the book was first launched, guess what the first country was that really grabbed that book by the horns and took off with it? It was Japan, okay? When that whole book was launched, America wanted to debunk it. They wanted to say, oh, you know, if you just eat healthy, guess what? You're going to get better. Well, we were able to prove that concept wrong because many of the A's, guess what? We ate better. We ate just like the O's. And guess what? We were still dying at greater rates of heart disease, stomach cancers. Why? Because we have less stomach acids. So there is science behind this because the science is evident in our own bodies. So imagine when we now start to understand the power of this, and just like Japan, who has the highest life expectancy in the world, we have the power to change our community by leading with the blood types. Technology, okay, we already have a state-of-the-art app. Imagine when we take this app to the next level and allow it to be a part of the solution. Online platforms, okay, which is a dedicated website, driving people, gamification. You know, in fact, one day when Mo was talking, it just came to me. I said, wait a minute, why don't we create a board game around this? I mean, wouldn't this be cool if we created a board game that we could launch in November just in time for Black Friday and the holiday? So whether this is an app board game or a real board game, the sky is the limit in what we can do and what we can create. And so just think about the power of where we can go with the technology side of this, okay? And then number 7 is media and publications. We're talking about documentaries and short films. You know, one of the things Mo said, you know, and he said, hey, you know, I can see a reality show around this. And I'm like, man, I said, you're talking our language. You know, we've already filmed a pilot for a reality show. So now it's just a matter of taking it to the next level, getting someone who really wants to follow this whole concept and create a story behind it. And so guess what? We're in the process of doing that as well. You know, imagine a podcast around this, doing a webinar around blood typing and having your family and friends join us on these webinars, guys, having discussions with health experts to educate people about their blood types. We're talking about articles and blogs, publishing articles in popular magazines and newspapers and health blogs, guys. And then we're talking about number 8, which is community engagement. And imagine when we host these local events, okay, host community events on health and wellness with blood type testing stations, religious and cultural organizations. When we're partnering with organizations to reach broader audience. Volunteer programs, yes. Volunteer programs is all a part of the community engagement. And then number 9, special focus campaigns, whether it's pregnancy and family planning, because when you think about it, every pregnant woman must know their blood type. It's a matter of life or death. If they have a baby, and let's say one of them has an Rh negative or Rh positive, that could literally cause major consequences, one of them being death, for the infant or for the mom. And so just imagine taking it to the next level where people from day one, when their baby is born, just understand the importance of knowing your blood type. So we don't wait 40, 50 years. We don't go to our grave without knowing our blood types. And then within number 9, we have a genetic counseling idea where we're going to talk to some of the companies out there that are doing the genetic counseling services. There's also chronic illness support groups, guys, where we can also offer ways to educate them. Perhaps their chronic illness is related to the fact that many people in the U.S. are eating against their blood type. And then, of course, our number 10, and inside of these guys, even though it's 10 steps that we're going to take, there's 30 different ideas around this, which is why we want to do a Zoom. We want to do a Zoom so that you can see the visuals. You can do like the team did on Sunday. You can take snapshots. You'll know number 1 all the way through to number 30, and you'll be able to make just so much out of this so that you can take it to the next level. But number 10 is really where we engage with major companies, okay? So they can actually have a corporate social responsibility. And how do we get them to do that? 1, we create a corporate partnership. We encourage the companies to include blood type testing in their activities, okay? Also, 2, we also offer something to insurance companies. Working with these insurance companies to offer incentives for knowing one's blood type, guys. And so I just delivered a mouthful, okay? You probably wouldn't have time to write that down. The point is we want you to get fired up. We want you to get excited because we have put together a strategy that's going to help take your business, help take our company, help take our community, help take the world to the next level. Because ultimately, the vision I see is creating a World Blood Type Day. Imagine we are the company to spark a catalyst, right? And that catalyst is getting millions of people as we impact 1 million families to learn their blood type. As we take this to, as Willie Mooney suggested, the Guinness Book of World Records. We create such a movement behind this, we are going to change the country. In changing the country, we're going to change your lives, guys. And so we want you to join us. Join us on September 21st when we kick off the official Battle of the Blood Types, okay? We're going to have something so epic on that day. It's a cook-off between the A's, the B's, the A, B's, and the O's, right? We are going to battle for the best recipes to see how many A's show up, how many B's show up. O's, you are the majority. There's no reason why you should not dominate the number of people there in attendance. And so, yes, this is a battle. We want you to be there. We want to see what blood types are going to be there battling with us to this kickoff of this million families. Are you going to be a part of the movement? Are you going to sit and watch from the sidelines? It is up to you to make a decision on what role you want to play as we create history. We either have a chance to create it, guys, and we'll do it independently, or we can do it collectively. And we know that through the power of collective movement, we can literally change the world. And our goal, our prayer is for you to join us so that we can collectively go out there and spark this movement and be the catalyst to make it happen. And so on this day, we're not only going to have the food, or you can have a chance to actually be a part of the B blood type station and make money, okay, as you're selling your food to the community, But also, too, we're going to do the blood type testing. We're going to have fun, games. We're going to provide community awareness, education. It's going to be right there at our corporate headquarters here in Chicago, Illinois. And so, again, just so excited for this moment. But before I wrap up today, guys, I want to take a moment to remind everyone, again, August is Black Business Month. It's a time when we can uplift each other. And how do we do that? We unite so we can empower our community by supporting Black-owned businesses. Not just our business, but Black-owned businesses in general. But as network marketers, we know the importance of community, of collaboration and growth. See, this is our chance to make a real impact. Every dollar we spend in our community is a vote for our future. It's about more than just business. It's about creating generational wealth, building stronger communities, and honoring the legacies of those who came before us. So as you go out about your day this month, about your work this month, I challenge each of you consciously to support and promote Black-owned businesses, including your own. If you allow August to go by, and if you don't have support on your own website, it means you're not really taking pride in your business as a Black-owned business. Let's use our platforms, our networks, our influence to ensure that Black Business Month isn't just another date on the calendar, but a powerful movement that echoes throughout the year. And so what we're going to do for everyone who gets at least 3 new customers this month, or if you get 5 repeat customers this month, we're going to recognize you guys as we're building this whole campaign in the month of August. And I want to just say this. I want to thank each and every one of you for your dedication. I want to remind you that we must all continue to rise together. You know, in a few minutes, we're going to be jumping on Rebound with Akana. So let's rise to support our health, okay? We want to also ensure we save our strands.com with our phenomenal trichologist, Doris Mosley, and keep her uplifted in prayers too. I know she had a fall that caused her to go to surgery, guys, just a couple of weeks ago. So if you've not had a chance to connect with Doris, just keep her uplifted. Our Diamond Factory, we want to join that call tomorrow so that you can get your marching orders as we're closing this month out strong and make this our most epic month. Why not? Also, too, I want to remind you, as always, to have an Akana day, because we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Melissa.
Yes.
Hey, it's Margaret. Isn't September 21st for everybody worldwide?
It is for everybody worldwide. Yes. Thank you. So, Gigi, Bernadine, we calling y'all all out, right? We want everybody to host an event, even if it's in your own home. Just let's collectively do this so we can impact the world. So thank you, Margaret. That was awesome. And I appreciate that reminder.
Love you guys. Take care.
Love you too. Bye-bye.